With security now implementing a presidential order to evict migrant cattle keepers commonly referred to as balaalo, security officials in Amuru district says they are concerned about the size of herds left by the fleeing herdsmen. Last week, Minister for Northern Uganda Affairs, Grace Kuyuchwiny, confirmed that security officials were holding about 830 heads of cattle at various holding centers, said to be auctioned by government. However, the Amuru Resident District Commissioner, Stephen Odong-Latek, says at least 44 cows have so far strayed from that temporary holding ground in Lakang sub-county, where more than 300 cows are being held.
There was one incident where about 44 heads of cattle broke the chain where they were being kept, but this is beyond what we can explain.
The resident district commissioner explains that the cattle first broke the 4-strand barbed wire fence enclosing the holding center before they were restrained. However, the cows later broke through the fence again, escaping the reach of the security team there. Now Latek says they suspect that the herdsmen could possibly be behind the escape of these animals from the holding centers, a matter that has created challenges for the security team there.
Some of the cattle keepers understand how they talk with animals. The 44 just moved and left. We arrested, brought them back for the second time. They again left in the night. But we know where they are. That was the only group which left. We are managing it. But the rest that had remained at the center, they are being loaded. That's why the DPC said the DVO is issuing the movement permit for them to be loaded and moved from there. They have not left the holding ground. They are taken to, if it is government taking it, we are taking it to the government land in Gotapoyo.
Currently, the herdsmen whose cattle were impounded have been assigned the task of manning some of the temporary holding centers. However, David Ongom Mudong, the Aswa West River Region Police spokesperson, denied allegations that the herdsmen were involved in getting the cattle outside the holding center.
Now we want to disregard some information by some migrant cattle keepers that their animals could have been taken outside the guidelines, which is wrong. One complaint we already registered that is that the executive committee implementation team approached that person. The conditions were read and stubbornly refused to comply. Even after you're being told the voluntary period is over, you don't have four strands, you don't have water in your whatever, they stubbornly refused to remove the animals. And the rule of the game was, for those who will be caught outside the voluntary period, the animals shall be taken to the holding ground.
For now, the security official says they are waiting for guidelines from government on the transportation of cows from the temporary holding centers. Amy Daniel Ojara, NTV Weekend Edition.